Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. I am your host, Michael Karvelis, and this is Daily Dive. It is Thursday, December 25th, 2025, and this show begins now. We are live streaming via the airwaves of North American Talk Radio on YouTube. Please be sure to subscribe before you leave for other great content like other shows that are not just based on sports anymore, other live sporting events, and of course, this show with exclusive content to come very soon. On today's episode, listen, I had to put a background on this because we couldn't really read it yesterday. So, on today's show, I'm first going to create the narrative. What are the talking points this weekend? I think we did a pretty good job last week on this. Let's continue it here with 5-game slates. Then, we'll talk to KyTheGoalie to talk all things Georgia Swarm, Lacrosse Out Cancer, his podcast, and much, much more. And finally, I'm giving gifts for all NLL teams. We're going to have some fun with this. I think there's some pretty good things that I've come up with here. And it's like realistic things that I can give the teams, not just like, hypothetical like armchair psychologists. So we're talking actual items I can give the teams. I think we're going to have fun with that. Before we get started, this show is presented by the wonderful people at North American Talk Radio and their ticketing platform found at natalkradio.com. If you want tickets to the next NLL game or other event in your area, head over to natalkradio.com, click the event tickets tab today, and we appreciate you for making us the middleman, giving us a little bit of credit, you know what I'm saying? All right, so now let's create the narrative for week number 5, all right? We're going to go game by game here, 5 games to get to. Saskatchewan at Halifax, it is simply this. Contender. Unfortunately, one of these teams has to lose, so they might feel more like the Foo Fighters song, The Pretender. Now, I think that Foo Fighters song does not have to do with sports, but if it did, it would feel like the winner of this game, would feel like they are one of the teams to beat. We know Vancouver, hypothetically, is up there. Buffalo's the defending 3-time champs. Who's right there with them, though? I'll put it this way. Let's say Buffalo's the team to beat. We know the Rush were in the finals last year, but if Rush can't get past Halifax, how would that look? If Halifax can't get over Saskatchewan, who beat them last year, the semifinals, how would that look? Who is the pretender, at least for now? It doesn't mean everything, but it feels like an early season must win. Philadelphia at Ottawa. Which team is more consistent? We know the Philadelphia Wings have beaten the Colorado Mammoth. They've then got thrown around by Rochester, and even Nick Damude lost the fight to Ryland Hartley. We've all seen it. But Ottawa goes on these little things called 6-goal runs for the other team. San Diego did it. Saskatchewan did it. So did Las Vegas. So someone's got to give here. My statement is, whoever wins this game will feel just a little bit more consistent than the other guy. And sometimes consistency is the best thing. KyTheGoalie saying Merry Christmas. Captain says he doesn't like Frank Chiliano's movements. If Halifax pours it on, Sask is in trouble. Sask and Vancouver looking like pretenders. Well, we'll have to see, Captain. Next up, Las Vegas at Toronto. Hey, Vegas, how good are you? Was the Landon Kells game just another random occurrence? Was 9-1 who you are, or was blowing a 9-1 lead who you are? And does Jack Hanna play also another pretty big storyline here? But yeah, that's my Las Vegas at Toronto narrative there. How about the Georgia Swarm at the Colorado Mammoth. This was at 9 o'clock Eastern on Saturday. Which of these teams is legit is a vague term. Which of these teams feels like a playoff team? Georgia played well at Buffalo, but got smoked in the second half. Then they scored 4 goals at Saskatchewan. Colorado beat Vancouver, but then lost to the Wings. Which team gets the win? Colorado could be 2-1. Georgia could go back to 500 with a win. So which of you guys might be a playoff team? This could be an early season tiebreaker we're looking at later on. And finally, Buffalo at Calgary. You know what? Can the Bandits get a flex their muscles type of win? Because Calgary has been frisky. Sunday evening game at 8 o'clock, which means it's 11 o'clock in Buffalo. It's a road game, early season, like I said, frisky team. Lots of built-in excuses. But Buffalo, you are the defending 3-time champions. We all know this. You are the favorites by a lot. Are you going to flex your muscles? Or are you going to let Calgary hang around? And we'll start wondering if the chink in the armor is glaring. We'll have to see. That's the narrative for this week. What are the storylines you are watching for this week? Captain says, sneaky spot for Georgia this week. I think Captain thinks Georgia could get a win in Colorado. Historically speaking, at least in recent years, that might actually be a thing. They split last season, and the road team won both games 13-11. Very, very weird. But there you go. That's my narrative for this week. Again, what are your storylines you're watching? Drop in the comments or add us on social media, Daily Dive LAX. We come back to this awesome show. We're going to bring in the kid, the GOAT. I think it's the GOAT. KyTheGoalie, as he'll talk all things Swarm, lacrosse out cancer, and much, much more. You're watching Daily Dive. Don't go anywhere. We both know you won't.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
I don't know why, but cousin KyTheGoalie just came to my brain. How are you doing, Kai?
What's up, Michael? I'm doing so great this day. It's Christmas. I'm excited. I got my notes right here. Let's talk some Georgia Swarm.
Woo! Fire me up, man. Have you gotten to open your presents today or not yet?
So I actually opened up a few days earlier. I think Christmas Eve. So, yeah, I got some. I'm wearing my new shoes right here. I got my Canes on, the little, Crocs.
Crocs, you're one of the Croc kids. Wow. Listen, some trends that, I know I'm only 29, but as you'll get older, you're kind of like, man, these kids are weird. I'm only 29 here. What is going? Why am I not into Crocs? I don't know. It's weird. Good for you, though. To the Canes. I feel like I've heard of those, but I can't pull oh, well, don't show them. We're good. No free feed pictures from KyTheGoalie here. Okay. So we got to first get to this. Because you are, I don't see the Goosehead hat, but we trust you. The Goosehead, I believe, still sponsors you on Shutout Sessions, your podcast, which can be found on YouTube. Just search Shutout Sessions with KyTheGoalie. It'll pop up. What is the latest on that, and what can you give fans a little bit of teaser for coming up?
Yeah, shout out session with KyTheGoalie is my podcast. You can see the background right here. It's a little season 2 background right here.
It's building.
Yeah. I'm really excited. Got some new guests coming on. We got the goose it hat right there.
There it is.
It's on the Christmas tree. It's the Christmas tree topper right there because they help us out during the shout out sessions. Really big thanks to them. Shout out to them. You can visit them on gooseitcompany.com. Go look at them up, gooseitcompany.com again. So they help me out on shout out sessions, and it's really good time. When they, when Rip It or Skip It comes on, that's the little section that they, sponsor on my podcast. So that's amazing. I'm really excited.
You almost sold me on that. That was pretty good, I have to admit. Can you tell us any guests that are coming on soon, or we kind of like leave that low for now?
I'm going to leave that low right now. I don't want to.
I love it.
I don't want to give too much out.
Keep the kids guessing. I love it. All right, so I know you're playing lacrosse now at this point. We're going to get to the other, like the penalty thing, but how has your season gone so far, sir?
Yeah, so my West Rec season, we went 8-1. That was a really good season. Yeah, that was last season. And then this season, my Georgia Swarm, my Junior Swarm season, we're 2-0 so far. So that's really, really good. We've been doing some really good games. Our defense was locked down, made some good saves. I only allowed, I think that was 1 goal. The past game, 1 goal. Crazy. So I think that's what it means. I'm better than Warren Hill. That's what I'm getting from this. And then we got our my Deep South Thrashers season. That was the season before the last season. 13-1-1, 1 tie, 1 loss. We won every single one of our tournaments that we played in that season. So that was really good. Really excited for our West season coming up, and really excited for the rest of the season going to Georgia Swarm.
West, which one is the one with like the all-star cast you brought in?
That was I think that was Georgia Swarm, right? The Georgia Swarm.
Is that the one with like all your friends coming, like you guys are like ready to like win the whole thing?
Yeah,
whatever.
Whatever.
Really I've looked on the TikTok of KyTheGoalie, like in the comments. I've seen like a few kids like talking about. I'm like, wow, these guys, a little junior NLL community. We have like a junior. You should host a junior NLL daily dive at this point.
Yeah,
kids in there, man. Now I have heard, and I'm sure Brett Dobson did too, you had a penalty. Please tell me it was not cross-checking somebody the way Brett Dobson did. Tell me about that. What'd you do, pal? What happened?
It wasn't really a cross-check. I mean, guy was behind the cage. I wanted the ball. I kind of wanted the ball a lot. So I kind of went back and hacked them. Maybe got a little bit of the face mask. Maybe got a little bit of the shoulder. Maybe got a little bit of the arm. The whole. So yeah, that's a lot of the body there. So I think I got a 2-minute, but I didn't serve it. So yeah, goalies don't serve penalties. Yeah.
Whatever, dude. They should. I don't know what moron in history decided to get rid of that. We need to bring that back. You guys just do whatever you want back there. Unbelievable.
That's the good part. That's the good part about being a goalie.
Only a minor though. That sounds pretty. Seems like the referees may have liked you on that one. I don't know if you gave them a little bit of something before, a little free tickets, but okay, not bad. What did Brett Dobson have to say about that?
Well, Brett Dobson texted my dad and was like, "No more penalties, Kai." And I don't know who snitched. I mean, Liam McGrath, Michael Grace, and Coach Drew Petkoff was there. I don't know who snitched, but I don't really know. But I'm gonna have to find out next game.
Yeah, well, I ain't doing this. I don't want to turn you against these guys, but who do you think was the most likely to snitch?
I mean, Liam McGrath looked a little.
Really?
Yeah, he looked a little suspicious walking out of the facility.
Oh
he
my!
Was like looking around, he was like,
Is it McGraw or McGrath?
It's McGrath.
Why do people say McGraw? It's weird.
Yeah, it's I think it's just a Southern thing, Just
very good.
Different
yeah, we ain't no special. We ain't from we ain't from out of town. What are we doing? Good for him. Well, good for him on the name pronunciation. Not good. If he's a snitch, we have to work on that. But I don't mind it. It's kind of like did you ever see the commercial? You may not have. I know your dad probably did, where it was like the guy says, "Hey, coach, I touched the ball before it went out of bounds." Like, hey, you can't do that. It was pretty funny. I'm like sports.
You
whatever.
Can't snitch on your own team like that.
Yeah, don't do that. Just let the ref do the thing. All right. Now let's get you have on for people that don't know, and I'm sure they do if they're watching this video, they know who KyTheGoalie and his social media team is. You were on TikTok mainly and YouTube. They're everywhere, but TikTok's like the uncut version of these things. You open an advent calendar, or is that it's over now, right?
Yeah, it's
Thank
over.
God, because it was terrible.
Yes, I hated the advent calendar.
Gosh.
It was like $30.
It's a lot.
I got maybe like $5 in return of gifts
Yeah.
because half the things were either empty or I got a double of it, or it was so low quality that you would never actually use it in a survival situation.
Yeah.
If you're deserted on an island, like you're just gonna have to die. I mean, like there's no way anything's saving you in that advent calendar. You need batteries for the flashlight.
Unbelievable. They give you like a little temporarily shaking it charges. What are we doing? Unbelievable. No, when I saw like they all fell to one day, okay, maybe it was a bad box, but it was like, really? Like yarn? What is he gonna do? I don't want to say this, but like, what is he gonna do? Tie himself to a tree? Come get me, birds. I don't get it, man.
I got some stuff right here. Let's see.
Let's.
I got the yarn. Important.
That way you can like make yourself a sweater. You know?
Yeah, I can knit myself a sweater if I'm cold. It's not like
all right. You got 3 of those, right?
Yeah, I got 3 of these bracelets with a little compass right there. And
well, now you can find your way 3 times.
Yeah, and I got a whistle. I don't think you really want me to blow the whistle right now.
No.
And here's the infamous flashlight with no batteries in it. I had to it's like a bring your own battery situation.
Yeah, BYOB.
Right, I got this right here. I got 3 times. It's a little tree cutter.
Yeah, everyone. It looks like it'll cut like a little branch in your yard.
Yeah,
I think it's not cutting a tree. It's just I have an idea for content. Go onto an actual tree in your backyard. I guarantee that thing snaps in half or just breaks.
Yeah, we got to make a special where I try to do I try to actually make a
use everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flashlight won't be easy. Hey, it's got no batteries. Next. Whatever. It was fun content. Was that your idea, or was it someone in your family?
Well, I wanted the advent calendar. It wasn't even my idea to really do the videos because I kind of just wanted an advent calendar.
Smart.
But then I was like, I mean, this is 24 pieces of content each day. So I was
very good.
Yeah, 24 pieces of content. Let's make some content. And
yeah, 24 average pieces of content.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We got maybe 10 pieces of content that actually got something in the advent calendar.
Oh well. I would shout the company, but let's not do that. Okay, let's get to the Georgia Swarm right now. We talked about Brett Dobson earlier. He's been good this year, man. Through 3 games, I have said if the Swarm make the playoffs at 9-9, they got to rely on him. Him and the defense have looked good, right?
Yeah, I mean, last season, we got to be honest, we had a bunch of 40-year-olds in front of Brett Dobson, and there's not a lot you can do when you're looking at the guy in front of you and he looks like he needs a cane. Ooh. But we got some younger guys on defense now, and that's really I think benefiting Brett Dobson, because as a goalie you want to see the shots you want to see. 12-yard shots out and like hitting the back glass is the shots you want to see, right? Because you got these guys that look intimidating in front of the attackmen. Ooh. And people that really look like defenders out there instead of just throwing some guys on the line and hoping for the best. That's kind of what happened last season with these people. And you want to see the shots you want to see as a goalie, and that's really going to help you out when your defenders are helping you out too.
Dobson, lastly, he's been very good. The young athletic defense helps a lot. Like you said, so from a goalie's point of view, I guess it would be kind of like you got I don't know if you saw the Jeff Teague game where he went off in the 4th quarter. I'm looking at the rush defense. Like, what the heck are y'all doing, man? Give Siciliano a chance here.
Yeah, I mean it's like you want to see the shots you want to see as a goalie. I mean, in field and in sixes and box, literally in any version of the sport, you want to see the shots you want to see. No, you're not supposed to stop the ball when they're shooting 100 fakes at you and then faking right and then going left. I mean, you're not supposed to stop those.
It's like a hero. Like you're a hero when you actually make a save in that moment. It's like, oh, top play. Well, no, this is not a top play. My defense screwed me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of you're celebrating after you make that save, but you're also kind of a little you got a little mad there because your defense, left you to dry, and they're
bingo.
over there. Yeah, they're just like doing nothing, sitting there like, I'm like 43 years old. I guess I'll just stand out here and put my stick up, hope for the best. Like
I
it's just.
might have to clip that and say, KyTheGoalie's actually 43 years old. I'm kidding. Next up, now before we get to Lyle Thompson's play on the field, what did you think when he cut his hair? I mean, it's different.
It's different. It looks different. I got a shirt that he still has like he has the whole haircut on the back, and
right.
it's different now. He looks different on the field. Maybe he'll get a new haircut style and maybe go off in the second half of the season. Maybe.
Ooh. I like the flow bucket. What about the braid bucket? That would work too.
Yeah, that'd be good.
It's bad. What about his play on the field? He's been a little bit snake bit so far, and I told people he had 7 shots. He has 14 shots last game. I believe the Rush had a good defense. Lyle's still he's not the best player in the world, at least since I've started doing the show. But what have you seen from Lyle? I know when you're a Swarm fan, even if you're a casual Swarm fan, you're looking for number 4. What have you seen from Lyle?
I mean, I was talking about this. He leads the team in loose balls. I mean, loose balls is a really big part of box.
Energy. Yeah.
I mean, we're not winning faceoffs. We can be honest with that. We're not winning faceoffs. Loose balls are the way we're gonna win and get possession of the ball. If we don't initially win the faceoff, maybe we can get a clean check and get the ball out and have a fast break. But Lyle Thompson, loose balls leading the team, so that's good. But also Lyle Thompson on attack has not been looking like Lyle Thompson on attack, 4 years ago. Lyle Thompson on attack 5 years ago. Lyle Thompson on attack 6 years ago. Lyle Thompson, yeah.
Now the meme is dead. Now it's dead. Okay, whatever.
I mean, so Lyle Thompson, he's getting up there in age, and that's just what age does to a player. You can't play full speed unless you're, younger. Like if you're pushing older age, that's what happens. You get cramps. You get starting to need
everything hurts.
Yeah, everything hurts. You get starting to need help from younger guys. And I hate that. I hate the play where they run the clock out and like it's about to hit another quarter and like they run the clock out and they pass it to Lyle Thompson and then he looks like he's trying to break the back glass of the cage. That's not the move. Please run a different play there. Literally anything.
Like save us, Lyle. Like what do you mean save us? This is already too late.
I mean it's just what age does to players. Especially when you're playing young teams. Young teams get young checks, young players, get young fast breaks,
The NLL's getting younger. Every sports league gets younger. You've got to keep. I wonder. I know it's saying like Lyle's blood. Like obviously, if he can chase a loose ball, then chase a loose ball. But like, would like letting someone else do that dirty work? I wonder if it like helps him get more energy. Not saying he's got a lack of energy, but 7 shots off the goal might be a little bit lack of energy.
I mean, I don't. Before I say this, what I'm about to say, I mean, I'm a diehard Georgia Swarm fan, and I'm a diehard Archers fan, and I went on the Lacrosse Network last year and ripped apart the Archers for literally just not playing good lacrosse. And when you're in lacrosse media, you gotta say how it is. Lyle Thompson isn't playing like a Thompson. Like he's not playing like Lyle Thompson. He's not playing like Lyle Thompson 6 or 7 years ago. He's not playing like Lyle Thompson that plays like Lyle Thompson. When you watch Lyle Thompson, you think he's gonna play as he has been playing for the past
Superman
couple of years. Like, he is Superman. He was Superman. He's not playing like Superman though. The ball dies in Lyle Thompson's stick. That's what me and my dad were talking about when we were watching the game. Every shot that he took, I mean, like it was just like he's trying to break the back glass. Like he's not even getting close. Yeah, there's no force. There's no. It dies in his stick.
Yeah.
Me and Lyle Thompson this season. Me and Lyle Thompson are tied for the amount of goals we have. I'm a goalie, by the way.
Yeah. I like using that term too. It's like, hey, if I'm sitting on the couch or playing goalie with those Deep South Thrashers, whatever they're called, it's like I got as much goals as Lyle. Something ain't right through 3 games. Something ain't right. Interesting.
I mean, I'm not saying that they're keeping him on the field because his last name's Thompson. But I mean, that's kind of what it's looking like. I mean, Georgia
For
Swarm,
now.
I know they have something there that's Lyle Thompson has been with the team for so long, and you've got to respect him, even in the days that, he's not playing like he used to play. But I know at one point you gotta move on and maybe get another guy out there.
Apparently, he scored a goal against Oshawa. I don't. If no one remembers the goal, he didn't score a goal. How about that?
No, I have one goal. I had one goal this season. One goal.
One
And
more than us combined. It's not good.
I mean,
Yeah, so it's 2023. He scored 106 points. He's never been like a really big point getter, even though 100 points is 100 points. But it feels like 87, 93 might not even get 90. It's like if he's gonna be like NBA uses a term called usage percentage. If he's gonna have the ball, you gotta produce. And if you aren't, maybe they trade for a guy to play along with him. But right now, if you're not that guy, pal, you gotta admit that. I don't know.
He looks kind of disinterested when he's on the field. They traded his brothers away.
That is true.
That's got to be insanely hard.
I wonder about that. I'm not criticizing him, but it's in our minds. It's turning. Like the wheels are turning here.
I don't know if there's something going off field that's like maybe he's not happy with the position he's in with his brothers away on different teams. Like on the Swarm, maybe he feels like he's not getting enough help. I don't know. He just looks disinterested. And if you're looking disinterested on the field, I don't think you want that player on the field, even if his name is Lyle Thompson.
Right. All right. Who has been now? I asked this question. I let you prepare for it. You can't say Brett Dobson. Who has been the best who's been the Georgia Swarm MVP through 3 games, not named Brett Dobson?
Shane Jackson leads the team.
I like that.
Amazing plays by Shane Jackson. Also got Nolan Byrne, doing amazing.
Rookie.
Rookie. Second in goal scoring by the Georgia Swarm. That's amazing. I mean, even as a rookie, he's got a very good future in front of him, and I'm excited to see what he can do throughout this season and many seasons to come.
By the way, good pick there. Guess who's second, right behind Lyle Thompson in loose balls? The rookie.
Nolan Byrne.
Rookie, yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all for a guy who's playing with like Shane Jackson and Lyle Thompson are pretty big names. Unfortunately, it's 2025 right now, so it is what it is. But yeah, no, Shane was the one who got the scoring going in Buffalo, actually, and we'll see if that can continue. Maybe if those guys step up, maybe Lyle can find a way to find his footing as well. Now, the Swarm are playing at the Mammoth this weekend, sir. In your mind, because it feels like, I'm not going to say Colorado's just going to automatically win the game. I feel like the goalie who makes the last save might win this game. Do you see it being a close game? What do you think? Can the Swarm win this game, and who do you think is going to win it?
I mean, I see the Swarm winning it. I think it's going to come down to the very end because both these teams are right next to each other, like in the NLL,
right?
In team wise, player by player. If you really dissect these teams, these are really similar teams, like by goalie standpoint, by player standpoint, face-off standpoint, like they're really next to each other in those like categories, and I think this is going to come down to the end. But I think the Swarm are going to pull it through at the end.
I mean, you're biased, but
yeah, I'm a little biased. Yeah, I
will say, Andrew Q. I don't know if he plays this weekend. It feels like he might. Maybe I don't know. He's been banged up every time the Swarm he was banged up, for crying out loud. But I do wonder. They say the offense looks better for Colorado with him in the lineup. We'll see. They do have Will Malcolm, but hey, we got Lyle Thompson. Like we can do this all day, like you said with the roster. In Colorado's tough, but like I said, I don't mind like the last goal wins it. We'll root for the Swarm though, for sure.
Yeah.
Before we get to our final plug here, you're going to a game January 10th. Do you know off the top who they're playing? I'm going to check it real quick. Oh, the Mammoth. There you go. The Mammoth. That'll be fun. So maybe if they do lose this game, they bounce back or they win both.
Hey, how about we just we just won't talk about them losing. We'll just
All right.
we gotta be optimistic out here. We gotta
Yeah, Captain always says, "Darn my negativity." I'll get it's fine. It's fine.
the Storm are going
So
to win.
right. So it is the season of giving, which means we got to talk about lacrosse out cancer, man. Um, the way we first got acquainted with each other was via lacrosse out cancer. Just tell us more about that, and just tell the people in general about lacrosse out cancer.
Yeah, Lacrosse Out Cancer is an organization that helps raise money for people that have kids that have cancer, pediatric cancer research. They're raising money towards that. Maybe to have one day to have a cure for this horrible disease that is you know not that is being horrible to all these kids across the country and across the world. That's just breaking down families, and it's really when you really think about it, it's like this engulfs people's lives. Like you're sitting in a hospital bed your entire life, and you don't get to experience out past what food they have in the hospital. You don't get to experience, what other sports there are, what other things there are to experience in life. And we're so grateful to be out here experiencing life, and these people are in these hospitals not being able to do that. I think we're coming together with Lacrosse Out Cancer every year to downgrade the number from last year. It was 47 kids every day diagnosed with pediatric cancer, and this year it's 41. And
Oh,
that's literally just shows you how much this money is going towards a real cause, and it's going towards pediatric cancer research. These treatments for these kids that are maybe, just maybe, can help these kids have a life they deserve.
I know you see Tucker Out Lymphoma Cup coming back, that which is stinking awesome. I know the NLL does a lot with lacrosse out cancer as well. How cool is it for you knowing Tucker's story? It's got hit close to home, right?
Yeah, it's just the way I see it is no human should ever have to go through this. Never, ever. It's just insane that people go through this. They're sitting in a hospital bed. They don't get to experience life as we do. We're out here and they don't get to experience things. So, seeing these kids powering through this is just inspiring for everybody.
Who wins the Tucker Cup? We got Oshawa, Vegas, and Buffalo.
I think Buffalo pulls it.
All right, darn it, that's enough of you. Thank you, Kai, for the work you do both on and off the field. Stay out the box. Well, wow. Stay out the hypothetical goalie penalty box, I'll say. But I'm trying to make the coaches proud. If it is McGrath, tell him I send my worst. I'm kidding. But thank you so much, Kai, for all you do. Travel safe to the games and enjoy watching the game this weekend, bro.
Thank you so much for having me on. Thank you very much.
KyTheGoalie, everybody, the host of Shutout Sessions. Again, you can search that up on YouTube. Search KyTheGoalie, one word. Search Shutout Sessions with KyTheGoalie. Also donate to Lacrosse Out Cancer. The link's not in the description right now, but it's been on their YouTube channel before. I will put it in there after the show, so you can, if you want to donate, you can there. But thank you to KyTheGoalie. Follow him on social media at KyTheGoalie. All right, we come back. It is that time of year. And while I don't celebrate the holiday, I'm a big peppermint guy. While I don't celebrate holidays, I will say I will still give gifts to all NLL teams when I come back in the best way that I know how. You don't want to miss the final segment of Daily Dive on this Thursday, December 25th. Don't go anywhere, folks. I know you won't.
You're listening to North American Talk Radio, the all-new talk radio station featuring sports, movies, politics, mental health, and more. Check us out at natalkradio.com and subscribe today. Buy event tickets straight from our website to help the cause and get tickets to your favorite events for less. That's natalkradio.com. Thanks for listening.
Happy holidays from Jeff Beck Health and Wellness. And you're seeing this on North American Talk Radio because the network is near and dear to my heart, kind of a passion project. I'm hoping you're having a great holiday season. Hopefully it's not too cold where you're at. The snow has melted here in Ohio. You can see in the background. But I wanted to extend a warm welcome and let you know that, if you're dealing with weight management, behavioral change, stress, depression, relationship issues, I am a certified health and wellness counselor trained via Cornell and Yale, and I am a nutritional coach trained via the NASM. And I would love to extend an opportunity for you to reach out. JeffBeckWellness.com is my website, or JeffBeck101021@gmail.com is my email. We're offering a free initial consultation, no charge to you. Once we go into full counseling, I can help you submit that to your insurance company or your employer. Many employers reimburse for these types of services. So, we all deal with things from time to time. Please reach out, JeffBeckWellness.com, or email me, JeffBeck101021@gmail. And I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're enjoying the current programming you're watching on North American Talk Radio. Keep your head up. Be friendly, be happy, and again, I hope it's a great winter for you and a great holiday season. Take care.
Gentlemen, and welcome back to Daily Dive. Of course, the only live Monday through Friday lacrosse talk show on the planet. We are streaming live on North American Talk Radio's YouTube channel. It is December 25th, 2025, on a Thursday. Please be sure to go to natalkradio.com and click the event tickets tab to search for events in your area, including the National Lacrosse League. Make us the middleman, so that we can get a little bit of credit for this stuff. Scrolling across the bottom of your screen now are the standings of the National Lacrosse League. Now, I am going to give gifts for all 14 National Lacrosse League teams. We're going to have some fun with this. 3 teams I'm having troubles thinking of things to give. Maybe people in the comments can think of something for the following teams: the San Diego Seals, the Vancouver Warriors, and the Toronto Rock. If you are the giver, the man with the red hats, what do you give those 3 teams? Again, the Seals, the Rock, and the Warriors, because I've got a pretty good idea for the other 11 teams. And if the fans do not comment, we'll think of something else by the time the segment ends. All right, alphabetical order here. We're going with the Buffalo Bandits. I am going to give the Buffalo Bandits the gift of Viagra. I'm going to name some names out for you guys, all right? Matt Vince, Kyle Buchanan, Ryan Benesh, and Steve Priolo. Even Dane Smith is not a spring chicken anymore. So I give the Buffalo Bandits a gift to unwrap. It's Viagra. You're welcome. It's like youthful vigor, like energy. I was going to go just for men, but Viagra really does the trick, you're motivated at the right time. It is what it is. So Viagra for the Buffalo Bandits. Next up, the Calgary Roughnecks. The Roughnecks have a big rectangular thing. They're shaking it. They're making a lot of noise. It's a toolbox. Why? So they can keep rebuilding. Now, I'm not sure what tools they need, so I went to Home Depot and got the Calgary Roughnecks a toolbox to keep rebuilding. Now, other people can get them the lumber. I went with the toolbox, probably from Craftsman. I don't know what the best toolbox is. I'm obviously a white collar man, not a blue collar man. But, again, I went to Home Depot, got them a toolbox There you go, Calgary. Now, next up, the Colorado Mammoth. I am going to do a little bit of psychology here. I'm giving them the gift of patience because patience is a virtue. Jack Hanna will get there. I just don't know when. Maybe at the trade deadline. Who knows? I originally thought about giving them money. Like if you go on Instagram, the NLL has 172,000 followers. If everybody gave them $10, they have $1.72 million. Give that to Joe Tsai. Maybe then he gives them Jack Hanna. I don't know. I went with patience. I'm sorry. For the Georgia Swarm, I'm going to give them some honey. You're like, well, duh, they're the bees. I give them honey because maybe that will give Lyle Thompson fuel to get going. I don't know what's wrong with them. 1 goal so far. Shane Jackson's leading the way. Nolan Burns playing well. Michael Grace balling out. But Lyle Thompson, something to get you going. Here's some honey. Take that. Maybe sip it in a spoon if you have to. I'm giving the Swarm some honey. Halifax Thunderbirds. Whatever Warren Hill was eating pregame in the first 2 games. Because as long as he's playing the way he's playing, you guys are fine. No worries. Hakuna Matata. So again, whatever Warren Hill was eating pregame, do that. And just here's a season supply of it, Thunderbirds. Las Vegas Desert Dogs. I'm giving them a key. Like, thanks. A key for consistency. Because I do think right now the Dogs got to be feeling pretty good. You know, Landon Kells did what he did. Had another one of those really awesome games, but is it sustainable? So they have a key. It's a key to open up a magic box of consistency. It's not a new car, but it would have been nice. Next up, we're going with the Oshawa Firewolves. I'm giving these guys probably a pickup truck because I need the Firewolves to have some grit and some toughness. You ever seen those Ford commercials? Built Ford toughness, smacks the logo at the end. Maybe Dodge Ram. They need a pickup truck because, again, they don't know what toughness is. As Pat Gregoire has eloquently said on OTCB podcast and others, Glenn Clark and the crew are not just drawing up a bunch of outside shots. Whatever reason, the Firewolves don't want to get inside. So they need some toughness. Maybe you can think of something else. I just thought of a pickup truck, and I thought that will bring the nails to this team. I don't know what else they need. Just something for grit and toughness, man. Maybe like toothpaste that hurts when you brush your teeth in the morning. My mouth is bleeding. Good. We need that in Oshawa. That was too much. Ottawa Black Bears. You know what? I'm going to give them the gift. Okay, here we go. So Pat Gregoire has chimed in for the Toronto Rock again. The Rock, the Vancouver Warriors, the San Diego Seals. I'm asking for help on gifts to give them. I'm going to go 11 teams. Come on, man. The Ottawa Black Bears. You know what's funny? Tom Brady recently cloned his dog. Allegedly. I think that's bull crap. I think it's odd. I think he's a snake oil salesman. Turns out the guy who cheated in the NFL, not just talking about referees, we're talking about actual cheating stuff. Turns out that guy with that crappy organization cloned his dog. Regardless of that, how can that help the Black Bears? Clones of fans that are already in the building. Because right now, folks ain't showing up. And unlike Saskatchewan, who allegedly had a blizzard, the Black Bears, it's just hard to get there. Baloney! Baloney it is! The Senators packed that barn with 16,000. So it ain't that tough to get to. So I give the Black Bear clones Just clone yourselves and hope the franchise survives. All right, next up. Philadelphia Wings. I might give them a Bible. And you're like, that's weird. What a weird NLL show. Correct, it is. That being said, I just think the Wings are like, I feel like everyone knows the best chance of them being relevant next year is just playing well this year. Because unless a miracle happens and they stay in the Philadelphia area, they're moving. Or folding, hopefully moving at this point. But I'm going to give them a Bible because the Bible offers hope, you know? And I feel like on a Christmas Day show, even though I don't celebrate, I think the Bible's good enough, you know? I feel like that makes sense. So a Bible for the Wings. Next up, the Rochester Nighthawks. We're going to give them a bunch of smartphones. I don't care what the carrier is. You're like, well, why do they need smartphones? Brand new iPhones. Because Rylan Hartley gave us a bunch of clicks this past weekend. And I think Rochester, despite how great that was, 4,800 people came to that opening Seneca Nation game. So, with that being said, let's just hope that enough clicks happen. Or I can give like a little mouse for their computers. I was being nice and give them smartphones. But again, maybe the viral moments can give you guys more oomph to get fans in the building. I thought about giving them boxing gloves, because apparently that works. But 4,800 people, not going to cut it. But hey, you know, smartphones give them clicks. Here's what it is. We're skipping the Seals for now, and then we're going to the Saskatchewan Rush. Energy drinks. And not just any energy drinks. These are what they're called second half rush battery energy drinks. Because I don't know what happens to this team after halftime, but they have no energy. So, a special new Monster Energy flavor called Second Half, the Saskatchewan Rush at halftime. They can't drink them before the game because apparently it wears off. So at halftime, you go in there, Monster Energy hooks you guys up with the all-new Second Half flavor. Pat Gregoris chimed in, the Toronto Rock, another stud offensive righty, a.k.a. Joe Rez. I respect it. Hey, if the Wings are getting a Bible, they might need that even more if Joe Rez does get traded. My goodness. They need all the hope they can get. But yeah, good for the Rock. And now let's do the Seals and the Warriors. For San Diego, they haven't played in a while, which is why it's so hard to think about, like, what do they need? Oh, I know. You're going to like this. Anti-burn for every place in San Diego. Like, or wherever Chris Riglieri is actually going to fight fires. Because if we can just, like, make sure nothing burns down and no one gets hurt, I feel like, so maybe I'll give the Seals like that Mario star, like where he can run through anything, where he can break anything, where nothing hurts him. We'll give them the Mario star so Chris Riglieri never has to leave the team for firefighting. I like that. The Mario star. And finally, the Vancouver Warriors. We have fun with this. Let's do therapy sessions with Kurt Malosky. Not with, but therapy sessions to avoid Kurt Malosky lighting you guys a new one. I know the last game you guys won, but the offense wasn't great. So we're going to say therapy, like a bunch of therapy sessions. Maybe JeffBeckWellness.com, free little plug there. Let's say therapy sessions at JeffBeckWellness.com. So that way when you guys are still, not doing that great, like, Kurt Malosky hurt my feelings. And Jeff Beck's like, I got you. So there you go. Appointments for therapy at JeffBeckWellness.com. for the Vancouver Warriors. I feel like that went very well. I feel like we improvised well. Pat Gregoire gave the rock Joe Rez. We appreciate him for doing that. Again, the Bandits get Viagra. The Roughnecks got a toolbox for rebuilding. The Mammoths just got patience. The Swarm got honey, specifically for Lyle Thompson. Thunderbirds got a season supply of whatever Warren Hill was eating before the first 2 games. Las Vegas got a key to some random box of consistency. I don't know where it's at, but they do get the first step, which is the key to open it. The Firewolves got a pickup truck for grit and toughness. The Black Bears got the cloning stuff that Tom Brady got for his dogs so they can clone their fans. The Wings got a Bible. The Nighthawks got a bunch of smartphones for more clicks to fill their barn. The Seals got a Mario Star so that way no one in the area that really area does firefighting at has to worry. The Rush got a new Monster Energy flavor called Second Half. The Rock got Joe Rez. And the Warriors got therapy sessions at jeffbeckwellness.com. That went very well. Thanks so much for watching today's show. Tomorrow, for the record, Pat Gregoire is not able to make it. He has a Saturday game this week, so we appreciate Pat for always coming on the show. Like sometimes, like the Daily Dive just needs, like Pat Gregoire deserves a break. How's that? Not Daily Dive, but Pat Gregoire deserves a break. So tomorrow, we will have Gamble Guy. We will have Captain giving their picks. Captain will give his ladder, already hitting 1 this season. Great job for him. Pat Gregoire will supply his best bets. I will give some best bets. We'll also have pick 'em for myself, Joel Watson, and Hunter Smith / Tim Dillon. Thanks so much for all you guys do. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. And our old theme will be back. There it is. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. This has been another edition of Daily Dive. You all have a great day. Bye.